So, how you doing, sports fans, especially baseball fans? So, just a little bit of talk here, and dedicating this particular video to the erstwhile, the redoubtable, the absolutely uninhibitable and inimitable IDJESTER. So, this is for you, man. You see, back in 1845, Alexander Joy Cartwright set down the basis for the rules of baseball. 1845. Professional baseball came into being in 1869 with the Cincinnati Red Stockings, who went undefeated that year. In 1870, were going to repeat, and then they did finally lose a game, thus folding up things for them, but they stayed in with the National Association in 1871. So Cincinnati, oldest of the of professional baseball clubs. And then 1876, and the National League. And who's one of the charter members but IDJESTER's favorite team? That's right, Mr. Jester, the St. Louis Cardinals. So then we move ahead, 1901. And the arrival of the American League. And 8 teams per league up until the expansion. That's right, 16 teams. Of course, baseball split into eras. And I'm going to be focusing on, actually, we won't even have to do it for eras because, again, our erstwhile inimitable Mr. IDJESTER is unaware that baseball actually existed before 1980. Yes, indeed. It sure did. We could even look at the Cardinals' storied history. Why don't we, Mr. Jester? Let's look at 1926, for instance, the year the Cardinals won their first World Series, beating the mighty Yankees. How about that? Maybe you'd heard, or probably you didn't, a player named Grover Cleveland Pete Alexander, shell-shocked from the First World War, of course, a Hall of Fame pitcher. He came in 1926 in that deciding game of that World Series and shut the Yankees down. This wasn't the time of fake baseball where you brought in one pitcher to get a left-hander out. This is a man who ruled it out, inning after inning in relief. Oh, but there's so much more. What about the great Cardinal players of history, huh? We talk about, baseball and order baseball. Who cares? So can you, as a Cardinals fan, say that you don't care for Stan Musial? What about, Bob Gibson, Dizzy Dean, Daffy Dean? Let's see, who else do we have? Ripper Collins from the St. Louis Cardinals. So many more. My goodness, Mr. Jester. Lou Brock, come on. But no baseball before 1980, huh? Wow. So, yeah, it's good stuff. And, folks, check out IDJESTER's channel, by the way. He does a lot of great things, a lot of lesser sports, and he also, of course, does the sport, baseball. And what he's doing right now is a Final 30 league type thing where he's taking the Toronto Blue Jays and managing the last 30 games for a pennant drive. So it's really good stuff. But we have to remember, though, that this is he's doing 2016, so it's in his comfort zone. So I thought this would be fun. In my last broadcast, it was a dead ball tournament or dead ball league, all-time greats. It was the New York Giants versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. And IDJESTER, of course, coming in and, well, just making us all happy. But always giving Clinton Parks and myself, always giving us a bit of feces about our love for not only dead ball baseball, but certainly baseball through the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, right? 1970s even. IDJESTER can't be arsed to go back even then. So here's the deal. There's a game from APBA called APBA GO, and it's all online. Now, if you pay a $20 subscription fee per month, you get every season in baseball, every team. Okay. Now, IDJESTER doesn't want to pay $20 a month to get all of baseball history, and I can understand that since his knowledge of baseball sort of just ends at 1980 because for him, baseball didn't exist. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Here's the deal, ID. Seasons, just single seasons, are just $20. Okay, so you pick your season, pick your team. All right. Now, me, I'm going to pay the $20 a month because I want all of baseball history. But I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Now, of course, you know I'm a Pirates fanatic, and the Cardinals are my second favorite team. So it actually wouldn't be fair for me or fair to you if I would manage a Pirates or Cardinals team. However, it would be fun if you and I would do, say, a Cardinals versus Cardinals team. What do you say? Maybe I would manage the 1934 Cardinals, and you'd manage one of your Cardinal teams from after 1980. We could do that. Or how about I do the 1949 Brooklyn Dodgers against any late 20th or 21st century team. Let's do this as a stream. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we could even somehow link it into some sort of charity or some sort of fundraising type thing. I don't know. Let's make it this little rivalry a lot of fun. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet to you, Mr. IDJESTER. Yeah, because I've watched you pick on me in the chats and pick on Clinton. So, and what is the idea of sports is competition. So let's see how it bears out. I propose a 7-game series, team of your choice against this team of my choice, right? Because one game, anybody can win anything. The 1962 Mets could beat the 1927 Yankees on one game. Highly doubtful, but still. So what do you say, my friend? Let's do this. And then Alexander Raffini, he wants to bring up the 1927 Yanks. Bring it on, dude. Bring it on. And Alexander is a Pirates fan, too. Now, already, see, he's working out of his comfort zone. He's not going to manage a Pirate team. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's raise some awareness. And let's have some fun. Because IDJESTER did say on one of his streams that he would try to convert those of us who love dead ball baseball. In fact, those of us who loved baseball before 1980 and after, right? But that he would convert us. Well, here's your chance. Gauntlet's down, buddy. The gauntlet is down, Mr. IDJESTER. You will, of course, let me know maybe the next stream of yours that I visit. That, yeah, man, because you were talking some trash in my stream there, brother. So the time for talking is over, right? You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk, my friend? So there you go. This is Beatles Eternally, throwing down the gauntlet to IDJESTER. Pure baseball versus whatever insanity is going on after 1980. So, will you pick up the gauntlet, IDJESTER? Will you be a good lad? Would you be willing to face an unrepentant Fenian? Or will you run away like all the Orangemen do? I think that's what you'll do, is the latter part. So I've thrown down the gauntlet for you. What'll it be? I'm waiting for you. Ha ha! Until then, have a wonderful evening, IDJESTER. We love you, mate.